Hey guys, it's me Narelle here. I'm not sure I'm going to make this like a video as in an actual video, but I figured I'd just record me unboxing this art supply that pretty much everybody and their mamas on the art side of YouTube has. My mind is legit everywhere but the right place because I finished watching a show I really like, so my thoughts are not in a row, so I'm super sorry. But I actually decided to purchase me the Himi Gouache, and I don't understand why I got them, to be honest. I just bought paint not too long ago, but I thought, you know what, let me just try something new. But I am going to get rid of a palette of mine, maybe two, so I don't have to sit there and be like, yo, where am I going to put this? Because I know exactly where I'm going to put this, because I just have some palettes that I really don't like anymore, so this is going to be in place of those. Plus, I actually wanted these because I just want to experiment with different mediums, and gouache is one of those mediums. This is upside down. Oh my gosh, is that bad or is it good? I don't know. So, yeet. I didn't know it was this heavy. Like, I thought it was going to be light, but it's legit heavy. Like, oh my gosh. And my mailman actually had it on its side, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? But anyways, here is the air that it comes with. And here's the palette. Oh my god, this is heavy. Like, people, y'all are not kidding. Like, this is heavy. Like, it looks a lot smaller on camera, but it's not small. It's legit huge. Like, this is the book I got from Dominica. Like, this is the size of the book, and, like, it's that much bigger. Like, oh my gosh. So, go ahead and get it open. I was actually trying to get a better color, because this color is cute and all, but it's too, I don't know. It's too, like, blah to me, if you guys kind of get what I'm saying. And I wanted to get the blue one, but the blue one was kind of mad to me too, so I'm like, I might as well just stick with the aqua green one. Not that I'm saying it's an issue, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. So I got the 24 color pack, not pack but set, I should say. And it's weird because I saw two different sellers on Amazon selling the same one, and one was like 5% off and another one was 10% off. And I got the 10% off one because, yo, I saved $3 on it. And yeah, it's kind of weird. But this costed me around $28. But if you got it on the actual price, it was $29. So about $30 for a pack of 24 colors, which is kind of much. But you know, it's worth it. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So here's the top boo. I honestly don't know what I'm getting myself into, to be honest, because I'm really not good with new things. But you know, we all live and we learn. So I'm guessing this is the palette you use to kind of sploosh your paint on, which is cute. I think this is a glove you wear to avoid getting your hand dirty. I don't know. Did anyone else's sets come with this? Because I don't even think no one else's set came with this. If it did, you know, it's whatever. And then it comes with its own brushes. Like, look at that. Aren't these brushes really cute? I don't know why I think I'm having a whole out-of-body experience here, because they're just paint brushes. It's nothing new, but look. This is so cute. It's a flat brush, and these are legit brushes. There's a thin brush, a little curve, like an angle brush, the round brush, the regular floofy brush, small brush, a fan brush. I've never owned a fan brush, so that's cute. Another round, this brush shoe, and a flat. So yeah, I actually thought it was cute that they included their own brushes. So you really don't have to buy new ones to use this gouache, even though I'm probably going to use some of the ones I already have. But that's cute that they included their own brushes. And here is the mama of all mamas, the gouache. And if you guys don't know, these are jelly gouache, so they're jelly. They're like gelatin. You don't eat them. Please do not eat these, because Lord knows if your little child thinks it's jelly. Ooh, what is that, Mom? Does this taste like grapes? And these are a lot smaller than I thought they were. Like, they look super huge on camera, but they're really tiny. They're like really cute cup sizes. So anyways, I'm gonna like take the lids off. A lot of people said it's a very, 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 very messy process, and I wish I had like a bag near me. I'm just gonna use this. It's a very messy process, and I really don't feel like cleaning my hands today, so I'm going to see if I can get these open. Okay, and they said it legit is a process, so let me see if I agree with people who try to take these off. Oh, they are kind of on there. I'm trying to use my knife to kind of help the process go a little bit better. Oh my gosh. That is kind of ugly. Okay. Where am I going to put this? Okay, I'll put them right here. It's kind of ugly. Ooh. That was easy. I'm done. So these are all the colors with all their tabs off. So I can relate to people that say the tops are so hard to get off, because they are a struggle. And these are what my hands look like after, because I like seeing people's hands after they open the jelly gouache. I've seen worse, but these are how my hands look like. It's not that bad. Not that bad. So yeah, guys, these are the jelly gouache. I will make my own reference sheet after I do stuff. So I'm probably not going to test these till later on today. But I'm like super excited for these. Again, I think this is the top. You put on top of them. I actually think this is kind of small to put on top of the gouache, to be honest, because I feel like you're going to get it damaged or whatever. So I feel like you could just put the top on, but just for the sake of my safety, I think you put it on like this. Okay. And then everything else. Actually, the brush is supposed to be in there, but oh well. I'm not too... Okay. And that's that, guys. I feel like I put the top on wrong. Did I? I think I did. Okay. We're going to do this the right way this time. Okay. I think I got it. If I did it wrong, be on it. Alrighty, guys, so you saw me unbox and open the Himi Gouache, which was enjoyable to say the least. But I'm just here to say that I'm not doing the speed paint for this video. Reason being is just that I don't feel comfortable enough to do a speed paint of me using the gouache as of yet, because I don't know how to feel about them. I don't really have a battle plan of where I know what I want to do and how to do it. So I really want to give myself a couple of more drawings to kind of get my feeling of the gouache and how I'm going to solidify my style with them. So I'm super sorry if you guys were expecting a speed paint for this video. I have done 4 different drawings, so you're going to see 4 different looks of how I went about the gouache. So it's not really going to be a boring video, but I just wanted to say that because I think it's so nice to hear artists saying, hey, I'm not good at this supply yet, so hopefully you will see a speed paint, but you know, it's probably not going to be anytime soon. So that's pretty much it. So look out for a speed paint later on in the future, but for right now, let's show you 4 different pieces of art and what I think about them. So yeet. Alrighty, guys, so this is the first drawing that I did with the Himi Gouache. I've been recently obsessed with a yaoi manhwa named Love Jinx. It's so hilarious and so good at the same time, so I highly recommend you guys to go check it out because oh my gosh, I died laughing at some parts of the comic, and I just wanted to give some fan art. So this is one of the main guys, well, the seme of the 2 guys. This is him as a child, and I died laughing when you kind of figured out how he was as a child, and I'm like, I have to draw him. So I actually found a reference of him, and I kind of just drew the reference because I feel like it's easier to use a supply if you kind of already have a picture made, and I was in an art funk where I just didn't want to be creative, so I just recreated an image, and this is how I went about it. So with the gouache, I saw how people first attacked it with a more opaque look and using the gouache as the gouache and not adding a lot of water. His shirt is literally just the gouache. And his hair is literally just the gouache. And his face, obviously, you can tell there's color pencil on it. But I think I just kind of went into it using a technique that I thought looked easy on the camera, but in real life, it wasn't easy. And the paper I used was the Be Inspired watercolor paper. And this gouache does not like this paper at all. It does not like toothy paper. So the paper made it even harder for me to blend it out. But what I liked about this is how I got to use an opaque look instead of watering the colors down, and I got to see what they would look like, you know, just like the paint and without water. So I thought that was really cute. And gouache does dry a weird way. It dries a lot lighter than when you put it down, so it's not as intimidating. But working around that was kind of like a whole new level. But do I like this drawing? I do love it. It's not a bad drawing. It's just that I wish I knew a lot more technique to make it turn out the way I wanted it. Alrighty, guys, so this is my second drawing which I did with the Himi Gouache. So since I kind of was like nah to the whole opaque look, I'm like, let's just use the paint watered down and let me use a different textured paper to see if the paints work a lot better. And my, oh freaking my, I love the paint on this paper. This is the Arteza Premium Mixed Media. Did I say premium wrong? This is the Arteza premium mixed media paper, and the paints glided like a dream. The flat brush really is a good help with the paints because it layers the colors on evenly, and I live for it. Like, oh my goodness, like I just used it watered down and it gave me such a beautiful effect. And this is my character Lux, by the way, and he's a unicorn, so I tried to use the colors very light and kept it pastel like, and I got that look fairly well. You're not going to be able to see it good because of my lighting, but I really like the effect of this, and I was able to use pencil as like the lines without it being too harsh or too soft. It gave me the look that I wanted, and I'm like, yo, I really like this. But I'm like, the thing I didn't like about it is that I kind of really wanted to use the opaque look because gouache is gouache, and I'm just like, yo, I really want to give it the opaque look. So with the watered down look, I am like behind it 100%. Alrighty, so this is the third drawing I did with the Himi Gouache. So I decided to kind of mix the opaque look with the watered down look in one drawing. So I did the character in the opaque look, and then I did the background in the watered down look. And I don't know, I think around this time I kind of got the hang of the opaque look because it's a lot more smoother. As you can see, I don't know why I missed the thing on top of his lip. I'm super sorry. And something about the gouache, I honestly could not replicate the color I used, so I kind of found it really hard to actually go back over this, because if you actually put water on your brush, the paint will be a lot lighter, so it just wouldn't mix well with that. So that was really hard for me. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, I got the opaque look kind of nailed down. The hair was another thing that was hard for me because I don't know how to blend hair, and like I said, gouache dries lighter than when it goes down, so it blended really well. It looks really good as a highlight, but it's not what I really wanted at the end of the day, and the background turned out amazingly well. So yeah, and our lights are kind of going out, oh my goodness. But yeah, so anyways, I like this drawing, but it's really not my favorite of the four. It just kind of doesn't wow me at all. It just kind of feels like it's just a drawing and it's not something I put my time into, which is sad, but that's kind of the purpose of the drawing. But I really wanted to give it a wow factor, and this really isn't wowing me at all. And I feel like this one looks like Marshall Lee from Adventure Time, and I did not notice that until I was like, yeah, I need to film this video today and totally get it edited because I need to get videos done. So yeah, this literally looks like Marshall Lee from Adventure Time. Alrighty guys, so this is the last and final drawing I did with the Himi Gouache. So this is actually a character named Lucas from the manhwa Suddenly Became a Princess in One Day. I live for that manhwa. I love it. So if you guys have never heard of it, I high-key recommend it if you like fantasy type of things. But I decided to draw Lucas because I was like, yo, I need to draw my husbando. I need to draw my baby boyo. And he doesn't look like this actually. He's a grown adult, but he makes himself in a kid form to kind of not intimidate the main girl, because the main girl is a kid. So this is his kid look, but his adult look, oh my word, he's a sin for this world. But anyways, I decided to draw his kid look, and I really liked this. I love him because he's a lot of different colors and it's not all the same color palette. So I was like, I can work with more than one color and give myself more of a variety to kind of go without my means and just kind of explore the paint a lot more. So for this one, I did blend the water look and the opaque look, and I got it. Sorry, I hit the camera, but I got what I wanted, guys. I got the opaque look, which his line art is the opaque, and certain aspects of the drawing is the opaque look, and then his face, which I don't really like up close, and then the insides of his jacket and the inside of his bodysuit is the watered down look. And of course the background is watered down because it's very light and very pastel-like. And the background gave me a lot of issues, but I forgave it because I outlined Lucas in white to kind of separate him from the background. And the background is just a lot of stars, and then it has a lot of glitter. I don't think you're going to catch the I don't think you're going to get the glitter on screen. I think you can see it here. See it like sparkling. But anyways, that is like, yo, I really like this. I love the mesh between the two uses of the gouache, and I would say hands down, this would be the style I would use if I had to use the Himi Gouache on a regular basis. But to be honest, guys, this drawing took me almost, I would say 8 hours to do. It took me almost 8 hours to do this drawing from start to finish. So that's one thing about the Himi Gouache, is that it's a time. It drains your time, because if you guys don't want to be in your room working on one piece for so long, the Himi Gouache would not be for you. But if you guys are just doing cute little doodles in your sketchbook, the Himi Gouache is really cute for that. But I am going to close off the video with my final thoughts about the gouache, but I just wanted to preface or just show the different drawings that I did do and my thoughts about them, so you guys can kind of just get the feel of how I work with the gouache in like 4 different styles. But again, I got to this and I really like it. So yeah, that's it. So I'm going to go back to my face and just kind of give you guys my final thoughts. Alrighty guys, so this is going to be my closing off thoughts, pretty much what I liked about them and what I didn't like about them, and all this in the third. So I'm going to start off with my likes. So I really love that the colors are very vibrant and very opaque, so you don't really have to worry about dragging your brush over it a couple of times just to get the full effect of the colors, because with one swoosh you have your color. So I really love that, and I love the fact that you can play around with how much water and how much less water you can put down and still get a really cute effect with the paint. So that's literally really nice. These paints are very much so easy to re-wet. Like, honestly, that's the truth that everyone says. Yeah, they dry out. They're jelly gouache. They're not going to stay wet for like 10 centuries. You're going to have to re-wet them, but it's literally nothing hard at all to re-wet them. So that's nice. I love the carrying case, because the case is really nice. If I had to have these paints like out in the open, I would cry, because they're so easy to kind of get stuff in them, and it's like such a pain to get it out. Love the watercolor. I love the palette. These are watercolors. I love the palette that comes with it, because it's a big space and it's smooth, so it's not really, it doesn't really have a texture. You can easily glide the paints over it to kind of smoothen it out, and I just love the effect of it, and the fact that you can move it around. You can even put the palette in the top even, is just so cute. So I love that. Plus, I really love that you get a lot of paint in one of the jelly tubes, because it lets it last longer. But if you guys are like a heavy gouache user, you are able to get these as singles, so there's no issue with that. So overall, it's a very cute set, and I really like it. So now I want to get into the dislikes of the paints. So I'm going to go ahead and start off, is that these paints have a really bad smell. They do smell. Watercolors don't smell at all. Some of them don't. The ones I have don't smell. But these gouache, man, they have a really heavy odor. So if you guys are so sensitive to odors, I wouldn't recommend these paints, because boy, when I was spending 6 to 7 hours doing Lucas, I couldn't bear the smell of the paints. Like, it was bad. So these paints do have an odor. The paints literally take forever to rinse off your hands, because gouache is legit watercolor and acrylic, and acrylic takes forever to get off your stuff. And even when it gets on your clothes, acrylic is done. If acrylic paint gets on your clothes, it won't come off. And also the palette is hard to clean off, so you're going to have to soak it a little bit and then rinse. With my palette, I put it in some water, I used some body wash, let it sit, and it came off really well. well, so you're gonna have to soak it a little bit to get it clean, all nice and sturdy. And obviously the paint will leave like a stain, so you really can't help that because it's paint and gouache is half acrylic, so it is going to stain the palette a little bit. So with the blending of the paints, it is a learning curve, because if you're blending, I thought it would be easier to kind of use another color. So say if you're on a face and your face is peachy, and then you use a purple to add a different effect in the face to give it a different look, and then you're trying to go back to the peach to blend it out, it's hard to blend that, guys. So you literally have to dry your brush, get all the other color off, and then put it in the peach, and then blend it out with the purple, and then wet it again, dry it again, because the paint gets caught up in the brush, so the color that was under it will get on your brush, and you'll move that color. So it is kind of a pain in the tail to do that, so the blending is kind of an issue. And oh, I actually outlined Lucas's full thing in the gouache, and I really feel like if you're going to use the gouache as an outline, do it last, because if you hit it with water, it bleeds, and it's so sucky, and I'm like, man, I'm ruining my drawing. So I would high key, if you're going to line your drawing with the gouache paint itself, do it last, so you know you're not adding anything else to the picture, you're just doing the lining. So I think that's pretty much it for my likes and my dislikes. I really don't want to sit there and be like, I disliked it more than I liked it. I feel like everybody has their own likes and dislikes, and I feel like they kind of weigh each other out, and it kind of comes even in a way. But if I had to rate these paints in a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, for me personally, I would give these paints a 6 out of 10. Reason being is just that they're just way too much of a hassle for me just to pull out and use every day. I'm just going to have to be like, I got to set aside like 20 hours just to paint with these, because it is a long process. So if you guys don't like taking a long time with your art, I would not recommend using these paints as a solo art piece project. If you like doing cute little doodles in your sketchbooks, these are perfect to give you that nice cute opaque look. But if it comes to like artwork, like finished art, just set a lot of time out of your day, because you will be at your drawing for a very long time. So that's one thing that I kind of knack it for, being a 6 out of 10. And I just didn't like the fact that I had to consistently get water and consistently having to wash my hands, so I wouldn't affect the layers that I put down. So overall, this paint is a lot more of a hassle than I actually thought it was going to be. So when I say these paints are beginner friendly, I would say they're really not beginner friendly. I would not buy these if I was a beginner at gouache, and I actually am, and I feel really bad. I feel like I should have bought a cheaper set and then moved on to this, because this is very intimidating, and halfway through my drawings I felt like I was wasting the paint, and I still feel like I wasted a lot of it, because I could have just done two cute little doodles and be like, yo, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. But like the artist in me, I didn't do that, so I wasted a lot of paint just to kind of get to a look that I kind of want to go for. But I'm just going to be real and honest, I kind of just wish I held off on getting them. But I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like seeing the 4 different artworks that I did with the Himi Gouache, and I hope you like the effects that I kind of used to get to the point where I liked it. And again, like I said in the beginning, it's perfectly fine to announce that you're not comfortable with the supply, because it's cute making a speed paint video with a new supply that you just got in the mail, but I feel like I want to inverse myself with the supply first, rather than getting it, making a drawing, and hating the drawing exactly when you finish editing the video. So I feel like I don't want to go through those emotions. So yeah, so if you guys have the Himi Gouache, let me know what you think about them. Like, give me your honest opinion. Don't just say, oh my gosh, I liked it, 10 out of 10. Give me something that you didn't like about them. Just be real in the comment box below, because we need more real people nowadays, and not people that's just like, oh my gosh, 10 out of 10, hunty. You know? So that is it for me. So if you like this video, give it a like. Say whatever you like to say to me in my comment box below. And like always, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.